Welcome back, Cornhole fans. We made a little audio flip there, so we're going to see if this makes a difference. We'll find out pretty quickly, but here we are in Valley Forge Casino. Valley Forge Casino. Shootout singles action. Next up, we talked about another winner's bracket semifinal, and this time it's between Braden Wilson and Alex Rawls. So round number one just a second ago. It's 2-0 Braden Wilson heading into this is round number two here. And away we go. Appreciate again all of you tuning in from all over the country, all across the globe, really. 4-0 now. Braden Wilson leading this one. Braden Wilson. Braden Wilson coming off of, one of the shots of the year, Allison, right? I mean, he wins the Shootout doubles championship at the Bag Brawl in Milwaukee alongside AJ Sims. What a great moment that was.
Yes.
AJ Sims saying, this is your shot, right? That's what you want out of a teammate, right? This is your shot. Love you no matter what. And Braden Wilson hits the game winner. Funny enough, who was it against? Alex Rawls, right?
Woo!
So, well, technically Alex Rawls and Derek Holland. It was Rawls on the other end. But man, what a moment that was for the youngster. And for AJ Sims, that was his first career title. I kind of alluded on around the ACL. He may get another title from the history books because they may make his advanced doubles title back in 2019 an official title here in the coming months. Still,
I was getting ready to ask. We were here for that.
Yes, he won it in this building,
Yeah.
that advanced. So for those going back to the history books, it was this weird in-between year where pros could play pro doubles and advanced doubles. So advanced doubles had some pros and amateurs, and AJ Sims and Josh Gross ended up winning that.
Who did they play?
Didn't they play James and Rocky?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly? I was like, wait a second. I thought you were testing me, and then I realized you were testing me because you knew the answer. So anyway, I think, so that was not originally recognized as a title. It's being reviewed as a possible title to go into the record books.
I think it should be.
I think it should be too, and I think it will get there. It
Yeah.
just needed to be reviewed because it just didn't meet the completely arbitrary metrics that we used to establish what a title was back in the day, right? So that may get added to the record books here. I think co-ed doubles may get added as an official title as well to the record books. A co-ed doubles world championship. You don't like that one as much?
Not as much.
Not as much. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe now, because there used to not be very many teams that played in that,
Right.
So.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll wait and see if that becomes an official title down the road. But 4-0 for Braden Wilson here as we're in round number 5. Alex Rawls trying to use that cut, trying to get his bag closer to the hole, trying to get points. He's going to have to get it here on bag number 4, and he does.
Wow,
How about that? Great shot from Alex Rawls. See it here again. Puts that angle on the bag with that AAR ripper and rips it into the hole. He'll get on the board, cut the lead in half. It's 4-2. Where is this at in the bracket? This is the winner's bracket semifinal of Bracket C. Bracket C, the winner of this advances to the King Seat matchup where they'll take on the winner of Mike Herrera and Sammy Sodto. Herrera and Sodto, that is on deck for court number 1, which is the ESPN Plus court. I'm not seeing any comments in the chat about audio. So
I'm listening, and it hasn't done it since.
Okay, so hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I think whatever.
Okay.
I was going to say that. It's hard to get a word in, Trey, when you're here.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm a yapper. This is why they put me over here, right? Because they're just like, okay, Trey, just go talk for 6 hours.
Yeah, go talk, because Allison has a lot of things to do, and we need someone that is just going to talk, which it works out great. So.
All right, we're getting some people in the comments saying it's all fixed. So sorry about that for the first half of the chat. We hadn't seen that.
Shout out to Corey for whatever it is that you just did.
Yeah, we hadn't had that happen before. No difference. And sometimes hardware just, and it wasn't in the testing. We tested earlier, and I think you guys tested earlier, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't in anything we did, so just happens sometimes, right?
All right, now I'm going to take us out of my ear, because that is crazy.
That is crazy.
Not to mention, who loves listening to themselves talk? You ever listen to yourself like at a broadcast and you're like,
well, I've gotten used to it. That's one thing. Like, I think when you get into it, like you say you hate it, but you've probably gotten used to it a lot more now. I would guess. Still no. Okay,
no, because
interesting.
I don't very often go back and rewatch any of this stuff, and if I do, I'm not listening.
Yeah, see,
it's because I'm like, I want to see something that happened again.
For years, and this is a big shot here. I'll shut up for a second as we get a roll opportunity there that just comes up short. He doesn't love it, and Braden Wilson is now thinking about this.
And if you guys keep seeing them look over, like right there, what Braden's doing, we have TVs set up on the side of the board where he can see what's going on.
He's going to take a timeout. He's going to get a closer look at it.
Real-time TVs.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, right? You got a bag off the back, 2 sitting. I don't see a world, if you hit an airmail, I don't know if that bag is going to get peeled, Rawls' bag and in. I kind of like an airmail opportunity here.
Yeah, you got room to sneak in.
Oh, my gosh, and as soon as I said that, that's literally almost exactly what happened. I don't know how.
Thankfully for him, it didn't.
It did not. Going to be 3 points for Rawls, and he's going to take the lead here. Shout out to Backside Athletics. It looks like they're pasting all the brackets in the chat. Appreciate that. If we could pin all 4, it'd be nice, but we can't pin all 4. That's Kenzie B. Yeah. So Jacob Trzinski looking at some brackets. He is into the king seat. He took down Steve Schrader 15-2. So Trzinski is waiting on the winner of Alan Rawls and Zach Scheibner. Rawls is up 13-2. So it appears to be that our king seat matchup of bracket A will be Alan Rawls, and that is across the finish line now. That is done. So our king seat of bracket A is Alan Rawls versus Jacob Trzinski. How about that?
Very different players.
Certainly. And as we go over, let's see, bracket B. Court 1 right now, Damon Dennis is going head-to-head against Chris Roybal. The winner of that plays Kenzie Beach in the king seat matchup. We go over into bracket C. The winner of this game in front of us, Alex versus Braden, will play the winner of Sammy Sodto versus Mike Herrera. I already said that game is on deck for court number 1. And then in bracket D, Eric Davis will play the winner of Tanner Halbert versus Jordan Power. What do we have next? Do you know what
That's
we're getting?
it.
That's what we're getting? Okay,
Yep.
There you go. Oh, literally, as soon as I said that out loud, that's what it was. So next up here on this live stream court after this game will be Jordan Power versus Tanner Halbert.
I'm going to turn the board mics on for that game.
Yeah, that'll be fun. 9-4 in this one. Nice little roll over there by Wilson. He was up 4-0, but 9 straight and a nice collect there. He goes 2 for 1 on the push through, does Rawls, and Wilson is disappointed. He wanted that one to sit. It did not listen, and now all you can do is just try to slide in for the wash. He does not. He's fortunate that bag doesn't fall all the way off the back of the board, but right now, after this push that we're watching again here, this collect, that nice little reverse cut, or that fade as I like to call it, goes 2 for 1. Alex Rawls now finds himself with a 7-point lead, 2 rounds remaining. PPR check. I'll pull that up here. What is this bracket? C, jumping over. Alex Rawls at a 10.5, Braden Wilson at a 9.63. So certainly not a bad performance thus far by Wilson. It's just Rawls, aside from those first 2 rounds when he gave up a couple points, has been cooking. Braden Wilson going with a roll here. He doesn't get all the way up and over, and I think Rawls is going to be content to roll here. Doesn't really need to push, and he doesn't really need to go
like
airmail.
that.
Yeah, he just blocks up behind it. Doesn't need to do
Yeah.
anything fancy. He's got a big lead, and now with position, just to even get points, Braden Wilson's got to do something crazy.
I think roll is really your only option. Yep, there he goes. Can't get it
not
to
able
get
to
up
do
and
it.
over.
Nathan Goswick, you are absolutely correct. Has there been a close game yet on this court? I mean, who do we just? I mean, even
To be honest with you, I've been so busy like trying to pick games and work with the audio. I haven't really.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a little bit frustrated, Nathan. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I can't even argue with you. There's not been a good game yet on this court. So that means everybody channel, right? Channel positive thoughts, positive vibes only. The next game that we have on this court, you know, Tanner Halbert versus Jordan Power is going to be the game of the year. It's going to be a 1-point game. We're going to have a game-winning airmail by somebody. We got to manifest this, chat. This is up to you to manifest this. And with that airmail, that is going to do it. Alex Rawls is going to take down Braden Wilson. No candy for Braden Wilson. He always gets candy every time he wins in the live stream court.
Yeah, we do. I think I'll give him candy anyway.
Oh, wow. Too nice.
I'm a mom. I have to.
Allison Baldwin being too nice to Wilson. He's got to earn his candy here up on this court. Next up on the live stream court, Tanner Halbert and Jordan Power for a chance to get to Eric Davis in the king seat of Bracket D. Shootout singles, Valley Forge Casino, coming up next.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Oh, that beautiful bean flavor. Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Nuts. No. What's Planet's nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts.
Because Planter's nuts are good. Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage. You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's Baked Beans make burgers taste better.
I love being a saucy sheriff.
No. Planter's nuts is not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans, here inside Valley Forge Casino, King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. It's the 2024 ACL Final Chase. That final opportunity for these pro players to earn some money, earn some points before we head into those infamous World Championships. Rock Hill, South Carolina, August 2nd through the 11th. Registration is already open for Platinum members and top 250 players. Opens to the rest of the general public tomorrow. So if you have not already thought about it, you better start thinking about it. Get registered for those World Championships starting tomorrow. In my opinion, the best week of the year. I always tell people, what's your favorite part about Cornhole? I just say the month of August. I get the Throwdown, Spencer McKenzie's. I get the World Championships. It's just the best month of the year for Cornhole. You want to be a part of it. You do not want to miss it. So please, please, please get registered. Don't let some of those events sell out, because they will sell out. Not everything will, but some of those events will sell out. It's always a great time. You just don't want to miss it.
Action-packed.
It is action-packed for sure. So in this one, folks.
You got the HQ where they're running blind draws all day
Literally,
long.
Madden time. Literally,
Yeah,
Madden time
Madden time.
24/7. We're just
Exactly.
running blind draws all day, every day. And, of course, broadcasts every day.
I'm more excited this year, I think, because with us being in the arena and being limited as to what we can go live with, I'm going to have so much free time to do activities.
It's going to be fun. So the live stream courts this year, both live stream courts will be in the arena alongside the broadcast court, so give it a big feel to it. It'll be a lot of fun. There's a lot of things about Rock Hill that are going to be different when you guys go out there this year. There's a lot of new restaurants, a lot of new places to hang out and check out. Really excited, and we got a headphones throw already. You can see it here on your screen. As I should have got a replay of that, but Jordan Power is ready to lock in here now, down 6-0 as he's in round number 3. Tanner Halbert continuing to cook here. Last time, I don't know for sure if Tanner Halbert was in the building in 2021, so I can't remember. I don't want to say the last time that he was here, but I would say Tanner Halbert obviously has success here in this building, winning the World Championship. We've already mentioned multiple times.
If it was a national, then he wouldn't have been here. He wasn't a pro then.
What, he was not in the same class as Matt Guy, though? Because Matt Guy and Jamie Graham are the ones that won. I'm pretty sure he was.
Maybe he was.
Yeah, I think he was. But I say all that, I could be wrong. But that bag goes in there for Halbert. His Power stepping out. He feels desperation mode here. Got to go after this bag. Can't continue to give up points, and is going to give up a huge 5 spot. And just like that, Tanner Halbert with a double-digit lead. Kat Halbert is conveniently holding a baby, pretending like she's not paying attention, but she absolutely is paying attention next to the court.
So there is no charge if you want to go and watch the games that are going on upstairs.
Yeah, and no charge for the live stream court as well. But
Yes.
the broadcasts are ticketed for Worlds. Each year the broadcasts are ticketed. We haven't completely laid out the plan, but I think they are working on like a week-long pass where you can just buy a broadcast pass, which will be nice. But the broadcast will be ticketed. The live stream and everything else is completely free to come out and check out. Yeah, Damien Azure says so much for the close game. Dang it, Damien.
Yeah.
You're right.
Not happening.
This is the court of the blowout today, apparently. Nice little collect there by Jordan Power, and he gets a little bit of a strut back in there. That's going to at least get him on the board.
Was he singing a song or giving himself a pep talk?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a both, right? 11-3, at least on the board, an 8-point deficit. The good news is he gave up 11 points pretty quickly, which means he's still got an entire more than half of a game, right? This is just going into round number 5, so he does have time. Jordan Power bunches up through here. Takes position, and now he's going to do a little bit of a step out here. Slick side down again. And he does get collect there. And that bag, I think, is going to be as good as in.
Yeah, especially on the slick side. Tanner helps him out.
Does help him out. Now, this is an interesting position. He's shaking his head a little bit because he doesn't like his position. He's not sure of what he can do. He's got stick side down.
Gonna block it up.
He does block it up, and here comes a big airmail opportunity. This could put a real statement on this game or keep power into it. Halbert is away, knocks one in, and goes off the back, and that's going to be a single point for Jordan Power. If he hits that airmail drag, Allison, we're talking about a 4-point round. It's all of a sudden 15-3. We're probably saying at that point Halbert feels like he's running away with it, but instead it's a single point the other way, and now just a 7-point lead for Halbert. Julie S. saying living in Clover right there. Yeah, my parents lived in Clover for a while. Tommy Swan says our prayers haven't worked yet for a close game. Tommy, dang it. There's still time.
There's still 4 rounds in this game.
There's still 4 rounds. Please. Guys, manifest. Manifest. Positive vibes only for a close game. But here's another opportunity. Halbert, this time he's going at it. He does push one in, but it doesn't go, and Halbert will be happy with the wash as we head into round number 7. It'll still be a 7-point lead. Again, this is a perfect time and opportunity. Please, 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 guys, if you're watching on YouTube, give us a subscribe, give us a like, maybe even just a comment, maybe where you're watching from, who your picks to win something. If you're on Facebook, please give us a like, give us a follow on the page. Everything that you do supports the entire league. No cost to you to do that. It just helps us out big time as we get through the second half of this season. Gives a shout out to all the different people behind the scenes working hard on these live stream courts as we get a double 4-bagger wash there. Again, that's good for Halbert. If you're watching on ACL Cornhole TV, you just keep doing what you're doing.
So watching from Japan, okay.
Oh, Seth Henderson. That is on my bucket list to go to Japan. Tokyo is my absolute #1 bucket list place to go visit. And I don't know if you're in Tokyo, but Tokyo is #1 on my bucket list for any country. If I could pick any city in the entire world to go visit, #1 is Tokyo for me. I just think like the culture is super interesting to me. I really think the food is like my favorite cuisine. I just love the food, and yeah, it's on my bucket list. Keegan Rounds, what's up, brother? Watching from Manchester, UK. Big push through there for Halbert. Doesn't get everything to go. So maybe a slight advantage here to Jordan Power where he is right now. He's got that ugly roll that he tries to go up and over. This is a big shot for Halbert. He's going up, and he hits it clean. Wanted the drag, but he will take the airmail here. That's at least going to maintain his lead as he heads into round number 9. Yeah, Seth, you're not making my desire to go to Tokyo that much, making it go down. I mean, that's just... Watching from Croatia. I'm hoping to get to Croatia over the next 2 years.
Ooh.
That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say anything else, but that's what I'm hoping to get to the next 2 years.
Someone is asking if we're going to have Kenzie up here next. We are not. He is currently playing on court 3 right now.
Playing on court 3. Next up, we will have the king seat. First king seat of the day. It'll be bracket A. We will have Jacob Trzinski. He will be taking on Alan Rawls. So the Rawls brothers trying to make it an interesting one. Power goes in. Halbert hits an airmail here. This is some interesting quick math that these guys are doing here. Oh, and it comes up a little bit short. He doesn't like that because now Halbert, his decision may just be, hey, I'm just going to lay up and give up a point. I know he may want to be aggressive.
I would do. If you knock him in and go off the back.
See, to me, there's a huge difference between 5 and 6. I love that decision, right? Because now you're only going to be up 6. I mean, you're going to be up 6. If you had gone for the airmail, if you missed that airmail, you're down 5. 5, I got made fun of a lot. Got made fun of a lot by a call I made on TV saying 5 is easier than 6. What I was really trying to explain is the drop-off in percentages between 5 and 6 is a dramatic drop-off.
Yeah.
He's sitting. He's a little bit short left. He's more left side, but I think he doesn't hate that position. Oh, my goodness. And Tanner Halbert He's on the back right side of the hole. He's got to be okay with that, and Power bunches up here. Halbert takes away the push, but he did leave a little bit of a lane here.
Yeah.
Power's got to stay skinny on this push attempt.
He went slick side. Great bag.
That's not a terrible bag here.
He's in the way.
He's tying his shoe now.
Got to keep them things tied.
Tanner Halbert, he bunches up everything through there, and I think if you're Power,
You have
I
to
think
go
you
up.
I think you got to go up.
Yeah.
Last round, round 10, down 6. He's going up. He hits it clean. Okay, now we're in interesting position here, because if you board it, you're giving up 6, and we got a tie game. If you knock one in, you can win. Halbert is going away, and he knocks everything in just to give up 4, and that is going to do it. He is going to take down Jordan Power. So there we go, chat. It didn't look pretty for a close game, but we got a close game. It came down to the final bag. Tanner Halbert takes down Jordan Power and advances to the king seat matchup of Bracket D here in Shootout Singles, where he will take on the Magician in Eric Davis. We finally got one, Allison.
Finally.
Finally got one. All right, next up, another great one, Jacob Trzinski versus Alan Rawls here live, Court 2, Valley Forge Casino, up next.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's baked beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. What's Planter's nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts.
No. With Planter's nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
welcome back, Cornhole fans. Shootout singles day, and we have our first king seat of the day to bring you. It is over in bracket A, and it is between Alan Rawls on the left of your screen versus Jacob Trzinski on the right of your screen. Both players having some previous success and previous titles under their belt, but neither have been able to get the signature pro singles victory. Of course, Jacob Trzinski having added a couple pro doubles titles to his belt. Alan Rawls having a couple open singles title under his belt, but neither one of these players getting that signature singles victory on the pro side of things. So both have something to prove. And definitely two very different styles of play here. I would consider Trzinski a little bit more of a shot maker here, has a little bit of different roll opportunities, big pushes. I really like the fade / reverse cut game of Alan Rawls. He does have that follow through step. He's pushing all up here. He kind of controls the front of the hole. So just some interesting dynamic here that we're going to see throughout this one. Ultra on the right now, AAR on the left. This will be a good one, folks.
Is this live?
This is live, yes. First bags of the game here.
They didn't start the tablet.
Yeah, first bags of the game.
I know they said that, but I was just looking over there.
Trzinski going up, and he goes backside. Oh, man, I think I missed the replay. Oh, wait. No, I think I got it. I'm going to play it. This was outrageous. Look at the disbelief on his face.
Did you see that?
I couldn't believe that he just went clean on that. Oh, my goodness. He almost got a drag out of it. That was outrageous. Well, 0-0. Exciting start here as we head into round number 2.
But did you see what he just did with his over there?
No, I didn't see that. What happened?
Trzinski, it's like he's trying to move his hair out of his face, and he's like, with his headphones on, he's like shaking his head. I noticed him doing it earlier.
Trzinski staying up the center. Rawls. Could we get a Rawls versus Rawls matchup in the Final Four?
That would be, I would like to watch that.
That would be an interesting storyline for sure. And that fourth bag comes up a little bit short there from Trzinski. That's first points of the game for Alan Rawls on that end. We got Dariel Rivera going, Jacob Trzinski, Joseph Shannon going Rawls. 2-0 Rawls heading into round number 3, first bag. I think he's still throwing those Ultra Vipers. Or is he throwing an Ultra Viper R? I feel like everybody's throwing a Viper R. Like nobody's actually throwing Vipers anymore, but that's what he threw for a long time. AAR Rippers on the end of Jacob Trzinski. Of course, Trzinski coming off a signature win. Got that big win, and I think it was a big, meaningful one of his career alongside Tanner Halbert. They win the national doubles title, and of course, takes down Tony Smith and Mark Richards in the finals. Trzinski being able to get that victory against his former pro partner, and obviously when Smith split from Trzinski in the offseason to pair up with Mark Richards, you know there's a little extra motivation from Trzinski to get that win.
And I think mostly because I don't know that he saw that coming. They were such a good team together. They did really well for the season. So for them to split up was kind of shocking, I think.
Yeah, and I think Trzinski has just been really, really solid over the past, year. And he's been getting better and better. And I think the next step for Trzinski is just getting that singles victory, right? He's been really good in doubles, but even in singles, it's not as if he hasn't played good. He's just come very, very close and hasn't been able to get across the finish line.
Yeah.
Nice follow through there. Let's go through these brackets real quick. So here in bracket A, There are 3 other players left in the bracket aside from these two. Justin Burton Jr. just took down Hunter Thorne. He's going to play Steve Schrader next. Winner of that gets to Isidro Herrera. Those 3 plus the 2 in front of you, all that is left in bracket A. Jumping over into bracket B, the king seat matchup is going on right now on court 3. Kenzie Beach is up 6-4 over Chris Roybal. That's a shocker to me. 3 players left in the elimination bracket. Right now, Ryan Trader is up 6-3 over Matt Wilson. Winner of that plays Justin Rule. So only 5 players left in bracket C. As we jump in bracket B. As we jump over into bracket C, the king seat of that is Sammy Sodto versus Alex Rawls. That is on deck for the ESPN Plus court. So if you want to see Sammy Sodto or Alex Rawls, you have to go to ESPN Plus. That'll be next up. Then there's only 3 players left in the elimination bracket as well in this bracket. Tommy Sliker just took down Braden Wilson, so Tommy Sliker is waiting on the winner of Nate Long. Wow, how about Nate Long?
Taking out Jamie Graham.
Yeah, Nate Long and Mike Ferreira, and Nate Long is up 17-0. So right now it appears it's going to be Tommy Sliker versus Nate Long for a chance to get back to the elimination bracket finals. And then finally in bracket D, we have Tanner Halbert against Eric Davis on court 1. Halbert is up 10-0 on Eric Davis.
How about that score?
Tanner Halbert is absolutely killing it right now. And then there's 4 left in the elimination bracket in that bracket. Right now, Jordan Power is up 6-5 over Philip Lopez, and Ryan Hart is up 12-6 over Colby Shearer. So not sure what game we'll get next. The directors are just going to send us what's available. We're kind of at that point now in the bracket. But how about this game, Allison? 2-0 in round 6. I've never seen a game end 2-0. I have not.
I know. We've talked about this. This is like your bucket list right here.
Yeah, bucket list 2-0 or 1-0 game.
How about the other court being live on all of the TVs in the room? Did you notice that?
Yeah, I love it.
Isn't
I
that
love
cool?
it. It's a nice little touch.
I just looked up and saw it.
These two going back and forth. Another double 4-bagger wash. And right now it just feels like a waiting game for both of these players. Going into round number 7 as I look at this.
Allen throwing an 11-3-3 and Trzinski throwing a flat 11.
Yes. 22 out of 24 bags in the hole for Alan Rawls. 21 out of 24 bags in the hole for Jacob Trzinski. Phew.
Right? If only I could be that good.
Seriously, though. These guys just cleaning everything up. Another bag in.
Yeah, playing more of a Alan Rawls game here versus a usual Trzinski where the boards get messy.
Well, now as we get later in this game, it's like you almost don't want to do anything, right? Because as you get to 2-0 and this close, you're like, okay, I just need them to miss and I'm going to be good, right? The problem is not much missing here. This is insane right now. 2-0. And I just saw
that Chris Roybal just lost his king seat match.
We just saw a big celebration there. I don't know if that means
it was 8-8. Wow. In round 10, it was tied.
Oh man! And they're in overtime now. Oh no! Or did they just get over?
Yeah, I think it's over. It just hasn't updated on the.
Wow. And this is a first blemish here by Rawls. That bag is short left.
All right, Kinsey is submitting the score now.
Oh, a side-by-side perfect position for Trzinski. Rawls is going after it, and he's backing. Now this is the biggest shot of the game thus far. Jacob Trzinski. Do you like the drag? You like the roll? Roll is more conservative. Airmail drag has the better opportunity. Trzinski's going up, and he hits the drag. That is the shot of the game thus far and is going to give him a lead. Look at this again. Jacob Trzinski is up and down on the drag. And now as we head into round number 9, Jacob Trzinski, 8 bags remaining barring overtime. If all 8 bags are in, he will sit in the king seat of this bracket.
Kenzie Beach getting 2 points that last round and sitting in the king seat of his bracket.
Wow,
Not
Kenzie Beach.
Not on my bingo card.
Somebody in the chat said, who is Kenzie Beach earlier? Well, you're about to learn because he's sitting in the king seat of his bracket. Unreal. Oh, and another miss.
Yeah, that could be 2 more for Trzinski.
Trzinski, a slide up the center could give him a 2-point lead. And he is in with the collect, and he is just staring down the crowd right now. He is jacked up. And that's going to be off the back of the hole. Stays on the board, but going to be 4 more.
I looked up, and I thought that the feed had frozen because he was just staring so hard over there. I was like, oh, really? Another issue? No, he's just staring that hard.
A signature come on from Trzinski.
Staring at Cameron and Noah squared over there.
Trzinski throwing an 11.33 going into this 10th and final round. Rawls goes with a block. He's short right. Trzinski now, this is in for the win. If he can hit it, he's got a 6-point lead. This would lock it up. And Trzinski is into the king seat. Rawls with a nice collect, but it's not going to matter. Trzinski finishes off with a 4-bagger, and he will win this game 8-2. That was an impressive game from both players. And as we look at the statistics, Jacob Trzinski throws an 11.4 PPR. He throws 37 out of 40 bags in the hole to win it. That is a 70% 4-bagger. Alan Rawls throws at 34 out of 40 bags in the hole and loses by 6, Allison.
That's insane.
Tough break there. Trzinski's into the king seat.
That's who he was staring at there.
He was staring down the crowd in this one. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're getting towards the end of things here in Shootout Singles. More action to come right after this.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts. No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
All right, welcome back, friends. We're here inside the event center of the Valley Forge Casino Resort. Been a few years since we've been here. Remember the signature food court. I can't wait to eat at the steakhouse. I really like the steakhouse here.
I've never been to the steakhouse
yeah,
here.
It's up on the mezzanine level. It's a
Yes.
really good steakhouse. I had a great meal both times I've been here. So I think I'm saving that for like maybe a Saturday night after our
The hard work day.
yeah, the Saturday's the long day, right? So we'll probably do that afterwards. But thank you guys for tuning in all day long with us, making our way towards the latter half of this shootout singles bracket. And really Shootout singles tournament, I should say. We're getting, like I said, towards the end, and now we are jumping over here into Bracket C. Only 4 players remaining in Bracket C. I would say 2 of them you probably wouldn't be crazy to guess. The other 2 having themselves a day, Allison. And those 2 are the ones that are right in front of us. Tommy Sliker versus Nate Long. This is a very, very interesting one, as these 2 have made both impressive runs on the day. I want to start, well, actually, let's start with Tommy Sliker, because I don't think, his was, both players lost early. Once they lost, this is the route that Tommy Sliker took through the bracket. Joe Niestedt, 20-7. Mason Trader, 13-6. Eric Zockline, 15-3. Jay Dotson, 4-1.
Wow.
Gavin Cano, 10-3. Frank Verona, 12-6. And then Braden Wilson, 8-2. So that's a great run. Now let's take a look at the run of Nate Long to get here. Nate Long loses his first game, then goes through Katie Matthews, 14-8. Nick Mescal, 15-10, and this is where it gets fun. Jamie Graham, 17-1.
Whoa.
Ryan Windsor, 22-7. Fisher Hamilton, 9-6. Gage Landis, 25-4, and then most recently, Mike Ferreira, 22-2. These guys have certainly been underdogs, but they have been absolutely cruising through this bracket.
Yeah, Nate told us when he came up here that we've put him through the gauntlet today.
Yes.
I'd probably print this bracket out and frame it.
Absolutely, and both of these players have an opportunity to play against another player that's having a really great run, and only one person can advance into the elimination bracket final. Score update on Court 1. Currently, Sammy Sodto is up 5-4 over Alex Rawls. That's in round number 7, so that's a tight one That may come down all the way to the final bag. And decision time here for Tommy Sliker. He's going up, and he hits the drag. Tommy Sliker from the Rock Hill area trying to get some home court advantage when we get to those World Championships. Shows off his airmail there. That's what he's known for, running bags and hitting airmails in the Rock Hill region. We head into round number 4. Scoreless. That first bag is short and left. You see that Florida Freeze logo there for Nate Long. And Tommy Sliker with a nice little bully, just nudging that bag out of the way. This is a first opportunity for points on the game for Tommy Sliker with a 10 thrown by Long. And yes, Tommy Sliker going to get 2 points there. Make it a 2-0 game.
All right, now if it just stays, you'll get your bucket list game.
Yes, exactly. J. Scott Collins in the chat.
Always.
Always in the chat saying Tommy Sliker might call King of Prussia his home. King of Prussia, big mall, very large mall.
I know, I went in there trying to find somewhere to get my nails done.
Did you find somewhere?
Nah.
What?
I only went on the bottom floor.
I'll say this much.
So.
I've been there back-to-back days at the mall because I've eaten at 2 fantastic places. I ate at Yard House, which I didn't even realize was a chain. I thought that was just a one-off. But
There's
Yard
one
House,
of those in
delicious.
Virginia Beach.
Yep, delicious. Then we ate at, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there was this soup dumplings place. Oh, my goodness. Delicious.
Yeah? Did you go to Topgolf last night?
Yes, went to Topgolf yesterday too. So it's been a good 24 hours here as we get into the weekend. 4-0, Nate Truman saying, where can we see the Sammy Sodto game? That's on ESPN Plus right now. If you log in real quick, you have a chance to see the last 2 rounds. So you better run. I don't know how you can run to an app, but whatever you can do fast, you can see the last 2 rounds. It's 8-6 as Sammy Sodto leads.
Jay Scott, I don't like the way you said that. Like I'm here too much and talk way too much. There's no such thing as being here too much or talking too much.
Correct, because if we think you're talking too much, we'll just ignore you, Jay Scott. That's just how it works. You are welcome to talk as much as you want in the chat.
Exactly.
Let's see if we got any other score updates in the other bracket now. This is actually a decision time for Sliker. He's trying to go after this. He's going slick side. I don't know if I liked that, Allison.
I think that might go, though.
Oh, and it does. It's fortunate. It could have been a tie bag game there.
Yep.
As we look at bracket A, looks like Justin Burton Jr. has just finished off Steve Schrader. So there looks to be only 4 left in bracket A as well. It'll be Justin Burton Jr. versus Isidro Herrera.
Ooh, I like that game.
Winner of that plays Alan Rawls. Winner of that gets back to Trzinski. Some of you asking about Kenzie Beach. He's just chilling in the king seat right now. Someone's got to wait to get back to him in the finals, so he's just going to be sitting for a minute. Justin Rule is up 8-2 on Ryan Trader.
Ooh.
So we talk about the Trader fans going against the Ellies, right? Who's going to win that? Talk about MVP race. This may become just a wash of a tournament for both players if neither one is able to win a bracket. Trader cannot actually earn any more points in his ranking. He cannot do anything to help his case against Ellis. Ellis is already eliminated. So at least in this case, it's just an opportunity to add to his MVP resume if he were to, say, win this event. Yeah. But right now, Justin Rule is up 8-2. Pretty commanding lead. And in this one, between Long and Sliker, we got ourselves a tie bag game at 4. This is in round number 8. 3 rounds remaining.
Someone said that they're surprised with Mark Richards' performance today. What did he do today? I mean, I know we haven't seen him. Let me see.
I think he's in D, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he lost his first one to Brandon Martinez. And then 1-2 and lost to Ty Lopez 14-3.
Wow.
Mark Richards in his last game threw a 7.8. Whew. Yeah, I agree with you. 4-bagger there by Nate Long puts the pressure just to make this a 2-point game. And Sliker comes up short. That's missing a par putt short there and going to give Nate Long a 4-point lead.
That's a new one. The par putt?
You like that? Well, I would call it two different things, right? So if your opponent has a bag off to the left and you're going in for bag number 4 to make it a 2-point round, I call it leaving a birdie putt short because you have an opportunity to get better, right? An opportunity to score. But in that situation, when you had an opportunity to limit the damage,
even it out,
it's leaving a par putt short.
All right.
Started to, intertwine those little sayings.
Do you play golf?
I don't play golf. I hit golf balls. So, no. Oh wow, what a collect! That could be a game-saving collect there. We could be talking about a 2-point game going in to the 10th and final round. Instead, Nate Long collects it, and especially since he missed that last one, depending on how round number 10 goes, that could be the clincher. Sliker goes in, but folks, put a pin in this shot right here. We're going to watch it again. Nate Long able to collect. Super important shot. 8-6, final round. 4-bagger will win it for Nate Long. But yeah, I mean, I like to play every now and then. I'm not a good golfer by any means.
Gotcha.
Actually, when I played Topgolf yesterday, it was some of the best I've hit in like years. I actually hit pretty well, but I'm just not consistent. I need lessons. And I just don't want to waste, but I don't want to spend the time or the money to actually do it. Nate Long, big push up the middle, and he gets it. That is officially going to be your game winner here, barring something absolutely crazy and an absolute collapse of a round. Sliker going to go hard after this bag. He just sneaks in, but Nate Long, after an incredible run of bags and opponents, he is going to continue it here. He is going to advance to the elimination bracket final, the 3rd place game. Tommy Sliker is going to finish 4th overall in this tournament. That is going to be good for 13th overall in the entire he's going to finish in this bracket. He's going to finish 4th, which is going to be good for 13th overall. But Nate Long keeps on rolling. Well, folks, we got more action in Shootout singles to bring you here. We got an elimination bracket game coming up next. Back in just a minute.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. What's Planner's nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planner's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts. No. With Planner's nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
All right, what's up, Cornhole fans? We just had a game go across the wire, so there's a little bit of a delay there. Appreciate your patience because Sammy Sodto and Alex Rawls went to overtime. And in round number 12, it was Alex Rawls that scored. He gets the win, which means we only have 3 players left in bracket C. The 2 in front of you, Nate Long versus Sammy Sodto. Then the winner of this gets Alex Rawls in the finals of bracket C. Let's jump around to the other brackets to keep you guys updated on everything right now. In bracket A, 4 players remain. Isidro Herrera is going up against Justin Burton Jr. right now. That's early. It's 2-0 Herrera. Winner of that gets Alan Rawls. Winner of that gets back to Jacob Trzinski sitting in the king seat. In bracket B, only 3 players remain. It's Justin Rule versus Chris Roybal right now. That is on deck for court number 1. Winner of that gets back to Kenzie Beach in the finals of bracket B. And then finally, in bracket D, we have on deck for this court will be Philip Lopez Jr. versus Eric Davis. The winner of that gets back to Tanner Halbert in the finals of bracket D. So we're underway here. Sammy Sodto with an early 2-0 lead against Nate Long. We've already talked about the long list of great players that Nate Long has taken down, and boom.
Oh, man.
Sammy Sodto cannot believe that his bag didn't go as well as Nate Long goes, and it doesn't drag, and Sammy Sodto cannot believe it. Not only can he not believe that his airmail didn't go, he couldn't believe it that Nate Long's bag didn't drag him in with him. But after all of that, we're 2-2 heading into round number 3. How about this, though? Coming down to the wire. Looks like we only have about 12, 13 players remaining in this entire tournament, most of which have a loss. Wow, what a collect to bring his bag closer. Nate Long is on it right now. Let's check this out. Let's see where Let's see Sammy Soto's day so far. So we just talked about the loss, but let's talk about the wins he's got so far. So he started his day beating Tubby Cobb 12-7, then Ryan Windsor 24-3, then Frank Verona 10-3, then Mike Herrera 11-2, and then of course just came up short against Alex Rawls 9-8. Nate Long now up 7-2. This would certainly continue to be an upset in Nate Long.
How about having a Kenzie Beach taking his bracket, Nate Long taking his bracket?
Yeah, let's pick up the craziest that what could be left. So let's say Isidro Herrera wins bracket A. Kenzie Beach would win bracket B. Yeah. So Isidro Herrera, Kenzie Beach, Nate Long, and Philip Lopez Jr. would probably be the craziest out of that one.
Who's left?
Philip Lopez, Eric Davis, and Tanner Halbert.
Yeah,
it's got to be Lopez.
Is that bracket D?
Yes.
The death bracket?
Yes. Oh, what a little jump over there by Sodto. Doesn't matter, though, because Long is just right down the center right now. Another bag in. Tell you what, you do not want to play Nate Long right now, ladies and gentlemen. 9-2. Again, next up we will have Philip Lopez Jr. versus Eric Davis. 9-2, round 6. We're halfway through this one now. This is the round that Sammy Sodto needs. Got to get this roll bag up and over, and he does. Long is up, and he hits a clean backside airmail. Sodto going for a roll again. He hits it again. Long going up again, and this time he's deep. This is that opportunity that Sammy Sodto needed. Is he going to try to collect, or is he just going to roll on over? He's going to roll on over, and he's in. That's going to be 3 points for Sammy Sodto. Going to make it 9-5. I was wondering if he was going to go with a roll on that last one, Allison, or if he was going to try to step out and collect his own bag. He plays a little bit more conservative on that one.
I like that. I like the conservative play right there.
What bags is Sodto using? Looks to be a BG Wizard L. Is that right? I think that's what I'm seeing. Seeing a BG Wizard L there. Right now, Pat Groff said, "Dude probably lost his money on the tables last night. Needs to make it back." Hey, that's the downside of also being in a casino.
I have not been in the casino yet.
You were just saying that. I'm proud of you. Allison says she needs to stay out of the casino, and she hasn't been there yet. So proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm not a gambler.
I like to gamble.
People always tell me I should be. I don't know what that means, but they're like, "You should gamble."
Do you have good luck?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm such a numbers guy that they're like, I should be the guy that's like playing blackjack and playing all the numbers and counting cards or whatever. But I've just never had a desire to. The chat is telling us that Isidro Herrera's cooking.
Nice.
Yeah, Isidro Herrera up 15-0 on Justin Burton Jr.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, has thrown 30 out of 32 bags in. Whew. Nice little bag there by Sammy Sodto. This could be a big round. We could be talking about a tie bag game, maybe even a lead change, depending on how these last 2 bags go here for Sammy Sodto. He's going away with the roll and doesn't get all the way up and over, but Long's got a decision here.
I think you slick side up. Maybe you can get both of. Oh no.
He knocks
4.
one of each in. That's going to be a 4-point round. And going into round number 9, we have ourselves a tie bag game. A reminder that the winner of this one gets Alex Rawls in the finals of Bracket C.
So it's 9-9 in round 9.
9-9, round 9.
Maybe we should play, what's that game?
Oh, and that's the first blemish there by Sodto in this round. that likely is going to lead to a lead change in Long taking the lead, and he is going to get it. Some awkward knuckles to go along with it, but Nate Long against Sammy Sodto for a chance to get to a bracket final has a 2-point lead in the final round. A 4-bagger by Nate Long will win this game.
Roulette. Go play 9 on roulette, Trey.
Go play 9 on roulette. Is 9 red or black?
I don't know.
Someone gotta help me out there.
Yeah, here, let us know. Is 9 red or black?
Nate Long goes airmail. He thought he hit it. That is so aggressive in this situation. Sodto rolls over, and now will Long continue to be aggressive, or will he?
I mean, don't you have to continue to
He's
be
going up
aggressive?
again, and he's off the back. Sodto is going for the roll, and he doesn't get all the way over. What does Long do here? Nate Long is taking a second. Right now, it is +3 for Sammy Sodto. If you were to lay up on the board, Sodto would just have to lay up on the board for the win. You have to get a bag in. Another scenario is you go clean with an airmail. Sodto then would just have to get a bag in to win, assuming the other bag stays on the board. Got to get something in. He's going up for the airmail and hits one with a drag, and this becomes just boarded for the win for Sammy Sodto, and he does it. Sammy Sodto gets 3 points, down 2 in round 10, and now he has a chance at a rematch and revenge against Alex Rawls in the finals of Shootout Singles Bracket C. How about that, Allison? What a comeback in the 10th and final round.
Yep.
All righty. We are going over to Bracket D next. It is Philip Lopez Jr. versus Eric Davis in the elimination bracket final of Shootout Singles. We'll be back right after this.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and grab hits it! What a shot!
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep,
All right, Cornhole fans, we got another elimination bracket final to bring you. This time we are jumping over into Bracket D, and it will be between Philip Lopez Jr. and Eric Davis. Loser of this will finish 3rd place in the bracket. That's going to be good for 9th place overall in the tournament. The winner advances to the bracket final to take on Tanner Halbert. Eric Davis went head-to-head against Tanner Halbert in the king seat matchup. Halbert dominated that one, a 19-1 victory. Philip Lopez Jr. has had a little bit of a different route, had to fight a good bit through the elimination bracket. He's just coming off wins against Ryan Hart, Jordan Power, Ben Brown, and Devin Harbaugh, Tyler Cobb, and Evan Van Noss. So he has been cruising through the elimination bracket here. A lot of work had to be done, and now he'll see if he can continue that work against the magician, Eric Davis. Fourth bag of the first round for Philip Lopez ends up on the back left side of the hole. Going to be 2 points early for Davis. Ryan Trader, Jeremiah Ellis, and Gavin Cano were all 1 seeds in the bracket. They all have been eliminated from this tournament. Eric Davis is the lone remaining 1 seed in this event. He is trying to get all the way through and claim a second Shootout singles title of the year. He already has a Shootout singles victory. Goes hard at a push. He does put his bag in better position, but he sacrifices a bag off the back to do it. Dan Alexander, will we get a winner today? No, we will not. We will finish at all of the conclusions of the bracket. So we will have 4 players at the end of the day. Those 4 players will compete in Canton, Ohio in 2 weeks for the finals of the Final Chase. Philip Lopez stepping out right now. That signature long delivery. He goes hard after it. He pushes in. Davis goes off the back. It's an ugly, 4-on-2 round right now, and Davis tries to kind of wedge or maybe roll all the way over. Kind of ends up in an awkward position as Lopez is able to push one in, and that looks to be a weird 5-on-5 wash, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
On deck for this court, we will have the final elimination bracket final of all the brackets. That'll be bracket A. We will have Isidro Herrera versus Alan Rawls. So Isidro Herrera, Alan Rawls will be next up here live on this court. Right now on court number 1, that's the ESPN Plus court. Justin Rule is going head-to-head against Chris Roybal. It is 4-4 in that one. Rule versus Roybal. Winner of that goes to play Kenzie Beach in the bracket final. On deck for court number 1 will be the first bracket final of the evening. That'll be between Alex Rawls and Sammy Sodto, a rematch of what they saw a little bit earlier. Rawls was able to get the best of Sodto in that one, so Rawls will have to be beaten twice.
Oh, wow.
Philip Lopez Jr. goes up, hits the airmail, but no drag to go along with it. So Eric Davis gonna build a lead here, 4-0. Again, this is to get back to Tanner Halbert in the finals of this bracket D. Short right there for Davis. And Lopez is able to bully a little bit out of the way here. So Davis, a little bit tougher of a collect here. He gets good position, but job is not done yet.
Phil's going to try and be sneaky and get in the side over there.
Takes good position, doesn't go in though, but again, this is Davis stepping all the way out.
Here it comes.
Big push, and Davis, everything kind of clogs a little bit. Be interesting to see what Lopez wants to do here as he's shaking his head.
I think he's just going to put it on.
Chelsea Nicole saying, is Ryan Hart still in? He is not. He just got eliminated the game before this one against Philip Lopez. It was not here on the court. It was out on court number 41. Philip Lopez Jr. took down Ryan Hart. Ryan Hart finished 4th in this bracket. That was good for 13th overall in the tournament. Each player with 1 bag remaining. Eric Davis trying to see how he wants to handle this one. He's got 3 bags on the board, 1 bag in his hand. Right now, Philip Lopez has got 1 bag in the hole. Does Davis just plan to land on top of this? He is going up in the air, and it comes up a little bit short. They move a little bit, but nothing has moved, and now Philip Lopez is going to take a timeout to look. He wants to see what he wants to do. If he conceded this bag, he would get a single point, I believe. Right?
3, 5 on 4, yeah.
Yeah. If he landed on the board, he would get 2 points. The question is, do you feel comfortable enough to do that?
Are they going to fall?
Yeah, the downside is if you lay on the board, will that back bag fall? He tried it, and he hit the dead spot. That really helped on the vibration. Those bags don't seem to be moving, and that is a good 2 points earned there, a strategic 2 points by Philip Lopez. He's going to cut the lead in half, make it 4-2. Round 5, conclusion of this round will be the halfway point of the game. Looking up at the screen over on court number 1.
Oof, that's not where he wanted that to be. It's a little...
Justin Rule up 6-4 over Chris Roybal. Make that 6-5. Side by side, shallow level 2 blocks here.
That bag right there actually helped Eric out a little bit, giving him a bumper to go after that bag.
He's not happy with it as he wanted more cut action. He wanted the bag in his hand to go in or at least follow linearly up the center, stay in position, but you still have a lead. Lopez maybe still trying to get that bag inched a little bit closer. Not able to do it. It's going to be a wash there. Score remains 4-2. We're now in the second half of this game, round number 6. Again, winner gets to Tanner Halbert. Eric Davis looking for that revenge. Last game he played was against Tanner Halbert. Davis. That was a deep roll. That was an interesting one. That one, he threw higher up in the air, was trying to get more of a bounce over. I think that bag still could be collected, especially with an airmail. Or they may all be going. Those bags may twist all the way and in. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, there they go. Look. Yeah, they all just fall. I was going to say, it was a weird twisting position on those bags. Replacement by Davis. Doesn't love it, but at least still has position. Lopez lays behind, and now Davis, if you go in, you get a wash. If you're able to get your bag to go with you, it would be 2 points. He decides just to cut around and in. Nice shot there by Eric Davis, and it's going to be another wash. 4-2, round number 7 of 10. Score update on Court 1 on ESPN+. Chris Roybal has now taken the lead over Justin Rule. It is 9-6. They're heading into round number 8. Davis, he's actually going on out, stepping out, avoiding his own bag. That tells me he actually likes that position that he's in. He believes that Lopez is going to take him with any shot that he hits. Argument could be made. It could be tough to get in without either one now. Nice collect there by Eric Davis. Bag in, and now this is for the double 4-bagger wash. It's in. This kind of has a little bit of the feel to me, Allison, of the Trzinski Rawls game where it's like you kind of just want to slide every bag in, because if you slide every bag in, then you can't be responsible for making a dumb mistake when it's so close, so late in the game.
Eventually someone will miss, right? That's what they're hoping.
Round number 8, 3 rounds to go. Eric Davis just hops right over, takes position. Will it be enough to kick a bag left or right by Lopez? It was not, but that's an interesting position from Lopez.
Eric not liking that one at all.
Yeah, Eric missed the block behind, so Lopez has an opportunity to clean all of this up, and that would even up the game possibly. Hard push coming up to center, and he misses left, and worst case scenario, pushes Davis's bag closer towards the hole. Man, this is an interesting one for Davis. You know, I don't hate just kind of a rollover. I mean, you could try to collect everything, but I don't want to throw it that hard in this situation. I don't want to, like, knock 2 in, go off the back, give Lopez an opportunity to score here. I like just kind of being in the middle somewhere. A rollover, I think, is fine. Force Lopez to do a lot of the work here.
Yeah, I like the roll here. Wow, he went block.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea, and Philip Lopez is going to take a timeout. I really think, so if you're Lopez, you have 1 bag left.
Yeah.
So if you laid up, you're giving up 2. You're doubling the lead to 4. I don't love that. I think you got to step out. I think you got to step out and go push and kind of and go 2 for 1. That's going to leave Eric Davis the opportunity just to board it for a wash.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great. You're still down 2, but I think it puts you in a position where you're okay.
Well, he is not stepping out, so. Going up.
And he gets them all. He gets 2 for 1. I was expecting him to do that with a step out, not an airmail.
Yeah.
So now if you're Davis, yeah, go for your roll, but just don't be off the bat. Like, you just don't want to, just no airmail, nothing overly aggressive. That's fine. I mean, see, he's frustrated there, and I'm not sure exactly why he's overly frustrated with that. The words he said was, go with the push and you get 4. So I think on the previous bag, when he laid behind, he was thinking about going all the way through.
I don't know.
I don't know, Allison. I don't think I love that. I mean, I think that round ended exactly how you can be completely content with it. You got 2 rounds to go with a 2-point lead. Just coming across the wire, Chris Roybal finishes off Kenzie Beach. So we have another bracket final set. It is Kenzie Beach versus Chris Roybal. Lopez just bunching everything up. So on ESPN Plus next, Alex Rawls, Sammy Sodto. Davis. And that's good for him. He's got position both ways.
Yeah, he's not very happy with that bag, but I think that it's pretty good. He's looking good.
So Philip Lopez, if you're in this situation, I think the only thing you can do is lay up.
Yeah.
You lay
Eric
up.
has 2 bags hanging in the hole.
I think it's interesting. Both players are looking. Yeah, both players are asking some friends and teammates. Yeah, I think you have to board it here because you have to. You can go into the last round down 2. That's a manageable thing. Oh, he went hard up the center, plugged everything, and he's got to be okay with that. Now, if you're Davis, you just. All right, here's what we get. Do we get an Eric Davis being overly aggressive, trying to do something he shouldn't? Or should he just low? Allison, I think it is a big mistake if you do anything but lay this bag up. If you lay this bag up, you go into the last round with a 2-point lead.
Are those I think he's trying to figure out if he hits, if they're going to fall.
I just don't think they will. You got to get 3 bags in to fall all at once. I just think it's unlikely, but we'll see what he does. He is going to lay it up, and they do not fall. That is a wash. Keanu McGuire says, it's Eric Davis, Trey, double bar. So no, guys, you can't throw a bar of soap when you're up 2 in 10 rounds. You just can't. You cannot do that. Not in that situation. I don't care if you're Eric Davis. I mean, it doesn't mean he wouldn't have done it because it's Eric Davis, but it would have been a bad decision to do so because now it's straight up 4-bagger wins it.
Here we go.
You throw 4 bags in the hole, you win the game. Now, if you're Philip Lopez, the question becomes, do you try to block on bag 1? I prefer a block on bag 3. So I'd actually run bags these first 2 ones and hope that Eric Davis makes a mistake. I love a 3rd bag block because it at least gives you a couple bags to make your opponent show that they can handle the pressure. And that may be enough to do it as Eric Davis is going to try to cut around here for the win, and that may as well seal it. A replacement that pushes in. Philip Lopez has got to do some crazy stuff. He's got to push this bag in and then hope for a miss. Got to hit a perfect push here. Lopez does hit the push. Beautiful. I'm actually going to save that in case something crazy happens. Davis. Okay. Uh-oh. I was ready to call this one over. The big push there and then a miss off to the side for Davis. We could be talking overtime now. Lopez is in, and now does Eric Davis go after this bag, or does he just slide it in for overtime? Gotta be in. It is in, and we are going to overtime. I'm glad I saved it now. This is the shot that keeps Philip Lopez in the game and sends us to overtime.
Yikes.
Sudden death. Whoever scores here in round 11 will win this game and book a ticket to the finals to play Tanner Halbert. Philip Lopez, first bag. And that is a little bit short left. Is that going to be enough for Eric Davis? Lopez knocks one in. Can Davis get around it again? He is. Lopez is now under pressure to collect this bag. Lopez trying to decide, do I go in with the slide and force Eric Davis to try to cut around for the win, or do I go after this bag?
I think you have to go after it.
I don't hate going after it. The problem is you got to get at least one in. If you go after it and they bunch up, Eric Davis doesn't even have to throw the bag because he'll get a single point 9 on 8. Oh, and that is going to do it. Eric Davis does the math. They just hold up. Lopez kind of went for a deep slide shot, almost like a short airmail rodeo type of situation. In the end, it is Eric Davis getting the win. He advances, and he will play Tanner Halbert in the Bracket D Finals. Wow, wow, wow. We are going to take a quick break, and when we return, it's Isidro Herrera versus Jalen Jones in the Elimination Bracket Final of Bracket A. We'll be back.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. What's Planter's nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts.
No. With Planter's nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. We are getting down towards the end of Shootout singles here in the Valley Forge Casino. Next up, we have an elimination bracket final game. This time we're jumping over into Bracket A. Only 3 players remain in Bracket A. We will have Isidro Herrera going up against Alan Rawls, with the winner of this one meeting Jacob Trzinski in the finals of this bracket. We are looking for our 4 bracket winners. Those 4 bracket winners will travel to Canton, Ohio 2 weeks from this weekend to compete for a pro title, a championship. The last one, or the last ones, I should say, before the World Championships happen in August. Oh, and we just got across our screen. We do have one bracket that is done. Alex Rawls has taken down Bracket C. He has advanced to the Final Four. He'll be going to Canton, Ohio to compete and get a signature pro victory this season. Pretty commanding victory against Sammy Sodto in that one. Up next on ESPN Plus, it will be Kenzie Beach versus Chris Roybal. Kenzie Beach versus Chris Roybal up next on ESPN Plus. And then we will get the remaining 2 bracket finals here on Court 2. So the winner of this one against Jacob Trzinski, and we will also bring you Tanner Halbert versus Eric Davis. Meanwhile, 2-0 early lead from Alan Rawls. Alan Rawls is, he really didn't play bad in his only single loss on the day. If we go back to the King Seat matchup where he took on Jacob Trzinski, he threw 34 out of 40 bags in the hole. The problem was Jacob Trzinski threw 37 out of 40 in the hole.
What was his PPR in that game?
11.4, and Alan Rawls threw a 10.8.
You've lost with throwing a 10-8, and that was your only loss of the day. That's got to be tough to look at.
So bag selection-wise, I know Isidro Herrera is throwing the Cornhole Scenario Cat 3s. Alan Rawls throwing Ultra. I'm not sure if those are the Viper Rs. I think they are. It's tough to see from here, but I think those are the Viper Rs. Douglas Michael watching all the way from Newfoundland, Canada. Shout out. ACL Canada. Alan Rawls continuing his hot streak. Although I will say Isidro Herrera had himself a hot streak in that last game. 15-0. He throws 36 out of 40 bags in the hole against Justin Burton Jr. to win 15-0. So he himself had a great previous game before getting to this one. But at least here entering round 4, it is all Alan Rawls with a 5-0 lead. Herrera is also a person that has had success in this building. We talked earlier about who won the final chase back in 2021. That was Ryan Windsor, but who did he beat in the finals? He beat his pro partner at the time, Isidro Herrera. So when it comes to singles, there was only one player better in the building 3 years ago than Isidro Herrera. It was Ryan Windsor. And now Herrera has an opportunity to get a lot of these points right back, and he does. Nice shot there. He landed his slide further up the board and in. It's going to be 4 points for Herrera. He's going to make this a 1-point game. We'll keep you guys updated on the score on bracket B. Early in that one, it is 3-0 Chris Roybal in game number 1. So game number 1, Chris Roybal is leading. So Kenzie Beach is the one that is undefeated in that one. So if Chris Roybal were to win that game 1, it would go to a game 2. Kim Pohl also watching from Ontario. So some Canadians jumping in the chat here. Appreciate you spending your, I almost said your 4th of July, but 4th of July in Canada means nothing. So they're like, what, it's Thursday. But I do appreciate you spending your 4th of July. That means nothing in Canada with us. That's going to be a couple points, and we have ourselves a lead change. Isidro Herrera jumps out. Entering round number 6, up 1 point. Now into the second half of this game. Tony Smith says, who's still in bracket A? These two guys and Jacob Trzinski. That's it. Trzinski sitting in the king seat. Now the question will be, will Alan Rawls go after that bag? And now, I don't know if he's more or less tempted to go after that bag sitting, as it would kind of got pinned there by Isidro Herrera. Rawls, a slide in would be for, he's going up for an airmail, and he does not get the drag. He does hit the airmail, though. And brother Alex Rawls looking on intently, would love to have two Rawls in the Final Four. First bag by Herrera is in. Round number 7, 1-point game still.
Isidro looks so nonchalant when he's throwing. He's
He
just
does.
like, meh, here we go.
He really does. Bracket B, 3-1 now for Chris Roybal, still in the lead over Kenzie Beach.
Mark is still, he's not in.
Mark is not in. Mark had a short day.
Yes.
And Rawls, short left. That's going to be more points. Isidro Herrera now up 8-5.
I feel like he is playing Isidro's game here. A faster pace. He's not taking his time like he normally does.
Correct. He was so locked in against Trzinski, and Trzinski had a little bit more of a break in between. But this is an opportunity now. You can cut the lead down to back to 1.
At one point, Trzinski was waiting for him to throw and ended up stopping, putting his bag down, and just...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Isidro Herrera looking for back-to-back pro bracket wins at events. Not in the same event, but Isidro Herrera wins shootout doubles alongside Jalen Jones at the Bag Brawl. Made it onto TV for that shootout doubles championship. Now looking to make it a shootout singles bracket win and book himself a ticket to Canton, Ohio. Roybal up 7-1 against Kenzie Beach in that bracket. This is round 9 here. Isidro Herrera holding a 1-point lead. Back and forth we go. Nobody wants to be the one to make a miss, and there is a miss there. Door is now open not only to score in this, but to win the game for Alex Rawls in the following round. Oh, and he misses the 4th bag, and Herrera is going to take advantage and maintain the score at 8-7 with the wash. And if Rawls cannot score a point or more in this last round, that will be the bag that he thinks about, Allison, because that was the opportunity to take the lead going into the 10th and final round.
Shootout doubles, someone's asking when that is. That's going to be Sunday.
Yes, shootout doubles is Sunday. National singles, the normal play to 21 classic format is tomorrow. And then national doubles, the play to 21 in doubles is Saturday. A nice block there. That's what you needed to do. Herrera is off the back, and now if Rawls can collect this, he is going to win. If both those bags go and the bag in his hand, this one is over. That bag on the left-hand side may be enough to do it. He's going to take an extra second here. He needs at least 2 bags in to secure the victory. Rawls is away, and he knocks it in and goes off the back. Now this is in for the win for Isidro Herrera. It's got to be in, and it is, but it falls, and that's 2 points for Rawls. I think that's over. There was so much math back and forth there, but Alan Rawls is going to get the win with that bag falling. Are you kidding me? With every throw of the bag in that last round, I thought somebody else was going to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely
For a close game.
insane, and what a finish. As Alan Rawls takes down Isidro Herrera, and he advances to the finals to take on Jacob Trzinski. The first comment coming in, ugly win. Hey, what do you say about an ugly win?
Hey, win's a win.
Still a win. We are on to bracket finals. First up will be Eric Davis versus Tanner Halbert. That's next here, Court 2.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts. No. With Planner's nuts, it's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planner's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planner's nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planner's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
All right, Cornhole fans, welcome back here inside Valley Forge Casino Resort in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Getting towards the end of Shootout singles, and our court fell a little bit behind here, had some slower games, so we will be giving the Bracket A finals over to the ESPN Plus court. So as an update of where we are across the board, we had Alex Rawls already win his bracket. He's into the Final Four for Shootout singles. In addition to that, Chris Roybal and Kenzie Beach are going head-to-head right now on court number 1 on ESPN+. Roybal is up 12-5, okay? So if Roybal wins that, they go to game 2. Right now in Bracket D, the game in front of you is going live. We just had Eric Davis get 5 points early. 5-0 Eric Davis over Tanner Halbert. This is a bracket final. And then the last one of the day will be Jacob Trzinski versus Alan Rawls. That is up next on court number 1 on ESPN+. So if you want to see Roybal versus Beach, or you want to see Trzinski versus Rawls, you want to go over to ESPN Plus to watch that stream. If you're liking Tanner Halbert versus Eric Davis, sit your butt right here. 5-0 out of the gate for Davis.
Oh, wow. What a
He's
good
able,
bag.
he's able to peel his bag closer to the hole. And Halbert follows up with a very solid back block.
Going up.
Davis goes and hits 2 in. He can't be too upset with that as he knocked 2 in. This is still a tough push here for Tanner Halbert, and he gets it. Take a look at that one more time. Really solid slick side push here for Tanner Halbert, up and in. 5-1 after that bag off the back there by Eric Davis. Chris Roybal against Kenzie Beach in round number 9 of game 1. So it appears, barring a big 5-point comeback over 2 rounds, that Chris Roybal will force a game 2, and that will be Kenzie Beach, Chris Roybal, game 2, winner take all to go to the Final Four of Shootout singles. Halbert tries to collect his bag. It's sitting on slick side, not able to do it. Davis going to try to sneak in without it, and he does. Crafty shot there by Davis. Jordan Langworthy jumping in the chat saying Tanner is very good with the push bag. Takes one to no one. World champ, recognizes world champ.
Hey.
Of course, Jordan Langworthy, 2017 singles world champion. Recognizing the great shot ability of the 2019 world champion in this same building.
21.
What did I say, 21? I meant 19. You know what I meant.
I do, but not everyone
Yes,
does.
that's true. Airmail clean by Halbert. 21 was Trey Birchfield, for those wondering. Another airmail, this time a little bit deep, and now does Eric Davis, is this an and one opportunity, an and one drag? No, he's going for a roll, and beautiful shot selection, and that may be the difference between Eric Davis last year and Eric Davis this year. I really think last year Eric Davis goes with the more aggressive shot in the airmail, and you're running the risk that you miss that airmail opportunity. In this case, he goes with the nice cut around, drags a bag, gets a couple more points. It's 7-1. And just as I said that, I was writing that game off. It is now 12-11. Kenzie Beach gets 4 points in that round number 9. They're in round number 10. Oh, but Chris Roybal just gets a wash in that final round. It's 12-11 final. They are going to game 2 in bracket B.
What do you do here if you're Tanner?
Tanner Halbert trying to think about what he wants to do here. He could go 2 for 1 for points, but you just don't want to trampoline off. He's going to go anyway, and he does! Wow, how about that? We'll watch this one again. Tanner Halbert going to the moon. Goes 2 for 1, going to get a couple points and makes it 7-3. Crowd like to the moon, as the kids would say nowadays. Bag off to the left. It is at least in Davis's position. You're going to have to throw a fade here if you're Davis, unless you're going to roll. He elected to go roll there. Halbert not wasting any time. That's that signature airmail he has made a career off of. Davis with the hard push up the center. He gets 2 in.
He's upset with it.
Oh, and a big miss from Tanner Halbert. And now decision time for Eric Davis. Do you try to go 2 for 1 for 3 points or just lay on the board for a single point? He's got slick side down, which tells me he's not laying up here, Allison. He's going, he's throwing that fade. He got real aggressive there. That looked like he was trying to go just 2 of his bags and leave Halbert there. In the end, he goes everything in, but it is 10-3 as we enter round number 7. 4 rounds remaining. Beautiful level 1 block that is back blocked by Halbert. Roll incoming, and Davis sits on right side position, and man, Tanner airmail Halbert right now. Answered with a beautiful roll. Can Halbert go again? No, he knocks in Davis and ends up on the back side here. Davis going roll again. What did I say? Oh.
This guy talks too much.
Yes, this guy does talk too much. You're right.
Someone's not very familiar with you, Trey.
I talk. That's what literally it's my job, kind of. 13-3. Wait, is that game already over on there? There's no way they played 10 rounds already.
No, they're down on the other end.
They're done?
No, they're on the other end.
Okay.
They're on this way.
Sorry, my bracket was displaying weird then. 13-3. Davis blocks behind. Halbert again, and this time he gets the bag to flip up a little bit. That's good position.
That's not what Eric was trying to do.
Rolls off to the side. Now Halbert. He's not going to be able to get everything back here. He's got 3 rounds to get 10 points. He doesn't need to get everything here, but the question is, he's been so good on the airmails. I think the question is, does he want to take the risk on it? Does he think he can kind of step out and get around it maybe? I think that's the only thing he could be considering right now.
I don't know. The only thing that I would be concerned with going up is trampolining.
Right. Unless you're trying some type of rodeo, get your other bag, that second bag on the board, but that'd be real aggressive. He's got slick side though. He's going for that. I think he was trying to do that.
That would have been a crazy shot.
He does get 2. Yeah, he said, I was trying to land on it. That's exactly what he was trying to do. That's crazy. That is super aggressive. 13-5 now, 8-point game. 2 rounds to make it up. Again, this is the bracket final, so if Tanner Halbert were to come back and win this, the bracket's over. He's going to the final 4. But if Davis wins this game 1, we go to a winner-take-all game 2. And with that bag, kind of in desperation mode now. That was actually a low-key, disgusting airmail that Tanner Halbert just threw. That's going to be an 8-point round. Davis kind of goes for an and 1, and right now it's a 10-point lead, so a single bag in here for Eric Davis will win it. Single bag in here will force a game 2. Davis is away, and just to play with our emotions a little bit, he's going to put one off to the side. And that will do it. Okay, we are going to game 2, folks. Going to game 2. Who you guys got in game 2 of bracket B here? I mean, sorry, not bracket B. We're in bracket D. Are you going with Eric Davis to complete the double dip, or are you going with Tanner Halbert to bounce back and take down the bracket? Who you got, folks? I think Kenzie Beach is up 9-4 right now against Chris Roybal in game 2. Yeah. Anyway. Who we got in here? Keith Kennedy going Halbert for the win. Francie Halbert saying, let's go Tanner Halbert. I feel like there's some bias in there.
Just a bit.
Did Sodto double dip? He did not. Alex Rawls won that bracket.
Wow.
Eric Davis went for a low line drive that turned into an airmail, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead early. Back and forth we go, 2-0. Again, this will be the final game that we show here. The only remaining matchup is Jacob Trzinski versus Alan Rawls as Tanner Halbert hits an airmail drag. Nice collect there by Davis. Ooh, did he leave a lane open for Davis to sneak in the right side? He's angled and he's in. Crafty shot there by Eric Davis. We'll watch this Tanner Halbert airmail again. He's been so good on these. Part of the reason that he's here. I'd say actually a big reason that he's here. Right now, Kenzie Beach is up 9-4 in round number 7 of that other bracket. Oh, and now it comes. This is going to be this is going to be an interesting decision time. Eric Davis going to try to roll all the way up and over. He can't do it, and I don't know how aggressive Halbert wants to be here. He's going to take a timeout. What do you think? He thinks there's an opening back there?
I think he just wants to take a better look and see if any of these bags are draggable, maybe.
I think if you do anything but a layup here, Allison, you're asking for trouble. Yeah. Yeah, he's laying up. Yeah. That's going to be a smart 6-6 wash. That's pro cornhole, 6-6 wash. Looks like 11-4 in round number 8. Kenzie Beach appears to be locking in on a shootout singles final 4. Bunch through, nice push through there from Halbert. Back and forth these guys go. Oh, and that bag is deep right. Going to be 2 points towards Davis. Halbert made it all the way to the finals of the Shootout Singles Championship in Milwaukee. That was the bag brawl. For those that were able to tune in, went toe-to-toe with Ryan Trader. Halbert made it all the way to the last bag of the game, had an airmail opportunity. It was a difficult backside airmail. He chose to be aggressive, went after it instead of laying up to force overtime. He did miss it, but now looking to get back to that same spot. But Eric Davis, a little bit of frustration there and an opportunity to look like he was going to get some points. But Halbert, very hyper-aggressive on that one. He went for an airmail drag and is still going to make it a wash. And right now, Kenzie Beach has a 10-point lead in the final round. It appears that Kenzie Beach is going to win his bracket.
Oh, Athena in the chat saying happy 4th of July.
Athena! Shout out.
Miss you this weekend, Athena.
Tanner Halbert goes for the airmail, but he's off the back. And Davis just sneaks in the right side. Halbert gets a bouncing bag airmail and in. And Davis is frustrated that bag went in. Right now, it is a 1-point round for Eric Davis, but Tanner Halbert has better bag position. Davis, he's got stick side down, going cut, and he does cut in. Now the question becomes, if you lay up, if you're Halbert, you're just going to give up 1 point. Is he going to try to do something fancy to make it so he's not giving up 1 point? What do you like here, Allison? Anything?
I think you have to lay it up.
You laid up. Round 6, like your second half of the game, you're not too late yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably say you got to do that, right?
With all of Eric's bags around like that. I would say a roll, but we don't see many of those out of Tanner. He's going slick side.
Did his go in?
No, it's still hanging.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it didn't fall.
He sacrificed that bag to get Eric's bag off of his.
But it is going to be 2 points for Eric Davis. That's going to double the lead to 4. First bag now to Eric Davis with a 4-point lead in round 7. Side by side. Oh, and Halbert pinches everything. Time will tell if that's good or bad news. Davis doesn't like that he got a little bit kicked left.
Tanner has a bumper and a lane.
Those bags may be, yeah. Okay, Davis is going to take a timeout here. Oh, man, I think on contact, those bags are going to fall.
Tanner's bags?
Yeah. I think the thing you can't have happen here if you're Davis, you cannot go for a roll where you end up rolling on top of your bags on the left-hand side, because then that gives Halbert an opportunity to go hard onto the right side to potentially get 3 in, maybe end up with a 6. I honestly prefer just laying the bag up in the center of the board than doing anything else. I know rolling on top would be the best case scenario. I'm not arguing that. The problem is you're risking rolling on top of your own bags on the left-hand side, and I think that's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Davis, and he lays up, and I think he's okay with that, but there's a little bit of a lane. Now the question becomes,
on each side.
yeah, the question becomes, does Halbert think going up the center with a push is going to be more effective than an airmail landing on top? Halbert's got tacky side down. He's going up on the airmail, and it looks like he's going to give up a point. He yells out loud, can't score. Yes, Kenzie did win it, so Kenzie took down. Halbert's bag is off to that left-hand side, and now he is clean off the back. This is open door opportunity for Eric Davis. If he can collect this bag, it would be 5 here in round number 8. And he collects. Halbert is in desperation mode. He's going up for the airmail, trying to collect. He's off the back, and that is going to be an 8-point round for Eric Davis, and that may be all she wrote, folks. Wow, 2 rounds left, but now a commanding 13-point lead.
So someone was asking about Tanner's jersey and where they could get one. That is an AAR cornhole jersey. Someone that works for them said it's an old one, but they may be able to get them still. So if you want to contact AAR, might be able to get one.
Eric Davis is rolling now, literally and figuratively. Halbert can go in for a couple points here. He does not. That's going to be a wash, and that's actually it. They're going to throw the last 4 bags, but mathematically, this one is over. Eric Davis is now joining Kenzie Beach and Alex Rawls in the Shootout Singles Final 4, with only one more player to qualify for that Final 4, and it is either going to be Alan Rawls or Jacob Trzinski. And folks, that is live on ESPN Plus right now. They are just getting underway in that one, so tune in so you do not miss it. Congrats to the Magician, going for 2 Shootout Singles titles in one season. You will see him in Canton, Ohio in 2 weeks. How about that, Allison?
I love it. I love to see Eric win. He's one of my favorite players to watch. So
we'll see him there.
I'm ready.
We're ready to roll. Well, that is all we got, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was Shootout Singles is in the books. 1 game remaining. Go watch Jacob Trzinski versus Alan Rawls on ESPN Plus. Go right now. Go, go, go. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow is National Singles Day. So National Singles, that's our classic play to 21 format. We'll be bringing you coverage all afternoon long tomorrow. So make sure that you tune in. For the wonderful Allison Baldwin, this has been Trey Ryder saying so long from Valley Forge. We'll see you tomorrow.
Life's most memorable moments, they can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
You can dash, zest, mist,